First of all, maybe you could, is there a difference between the home opener and a road opener when they're not the same thing in the year? Is there any difference in feeling? I mean, obviously geography is part of it.
Yeah, I think the first home game in front of your fans after a year, I think there's excitement there. The 99th Grey Cup team being here, I think the guys are fired up and ready to be home.
The one thing that didn't really happen last year was establishing long-term home field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that? And I'm sure you've thought about it for 6 months.
Yeah, you do it by scoring more points than them in this first game, right? And that's all we're really concerned about. Once you get one, then you build on that and try to get two. But I'm never going to look that far ahead. Obviously, it's something that we want, right? Our fans want it. And it's something that has to be built over a period of time. And the only way to do it is to win.
When you look at your offense, again, we've talked about this all week, starting right after the game. The fact that it played fairly well in the second half, how much kind of importance does that have through all this week and today, or tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I think offensively we need to just raise our level of expectation and understand what we have the ability to be, and not to wait to come out of the gates and until you're behind to start putting your foot on the gas. And it's a mindset. That's something, again, also that has to be developed over a little bit of time and having some success. But I think we have the guys on offense that can do those things.
Desmond Patton is in the starting lineup there, or I'm starting, but certainly on the depth chart.
Mm-hmm.
How do you plan to use him? What are you looking for from him? This is his first game in the new league.
How we plan to use him is tough because he's really added to the roster because we have no Canadian backups at this point with two guys being out. So we need to have a backup receiver on the roster. Obviously, you lose one and you'd be out of 5R, which is most teams' number one package. He's learning 2 different spots right now. And then so he's ready. If there's an injury, he's going to go in. How we use him is going to be determined by how healthy Steven is throughout the game and how healthy the other guys are.
Remind people that are watching this the skills that Patton has.
He's big. He's strong. Really, he's a good receiver. I've spent a lot of time with him. He's athletic. He can go up and elevate and make plays, and he can run with the ball. I think those are the things that he really showed you in that second preseason game.
Tyler Ternowski comes off his first goal. Where's he fitting in all this? Obviously, second.
He'll be starting in 5R. Yeah, he'll be starting in 5R.
If we look at defense, you weren't sure all week about whether or not Jamal Peters playing.
Mm-hmm.
He's listed now without game time, to be pure game time
Mm-hmm.
designation. He's obviously ready to go.
Yeah, certainly we're excited to have him back. Hopefully nothing bad happens between now and 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, but yeah, we're excited to have him back.
How important is he to playing against a quick release corner? He knows how to play sticky.
Mm-hmm.
How important is he to, and given the fact that he'll probably be playing against their top 2 receivers much of the game?
Yeah, correct. He's a physical, long, athletic boundary corner that isn't afraid to jam receivers, isn't afraid to take chances when he sees something. Student of the game. I spent some time talking to him in the off season, just kind of picking his brain, and I know he studies splits and he studies the other team. So he's a veteran and a guy that I'm not going to say anybody's irreplaceable, but it's great to have him back.
Is there anything that sort of jumps out at you that you have to be worried about with Saskatchewan?
Not other than throwing, catching, tackling, and being sound.
Okay, thanks. Anything you wish to add?
Nope.
Okay. Thanks, Scott.
Yep.